Welcome to Spanish Fork 17. This is our coverage of the Spanish Fork Dons taking on the Timpanogos Timberwolves. The Dons are currently 0-2 on the season and are hoping to get their first win of the season here in Orem, Utah. Hello, guys. I am Andrew LaRose, and I'm joined here by Chris Hurst. It is going to be a fantastic game, hopefully.
It should be an interesting matchup. Both teams played in the UVU tip-off last Tuesday and Wednesday. Timpanogos comes in with a record of 1-1, and Spanish Fork went 0-2, but narrowly lost to crosstown rival Maple Mountain. So I think both teams have got their fill of what they need to do to improve this preseason and get ready for some region games, and this is the time to experiment with some of that stuff.
Yeah, good time to get some tune-up in, get an opportunity to kind of solidify your rotation and decide who it is going to be your main player is going to be coming up here in the season. Dons are led by a couple of key seniors here. Got Parker Swenson, Olson, Trey Lofton, lots of guys that are going to need to contribute big time for the Dons.
Right, and the one guy I'd watch out for in particular is Brandon Congdon. That kid's been playing since he was 12 for Spanish Fork, I swear, and if he plays well, it seems like the rest of the seniors play well as well.
Teams are getting hyped up for this game. There we go. Nice view there of the huddle for the Timberwolves. The home team here in white. The Dons in red in this game. I guess for you, Chris, what are some of the keys to this game for the Dons?
Yeah, for the Dons, what they really struggled with in the game that I watched is making free throws. They made a high percentage of their free throws, 60, 70%. They possibly could have beat Maple Mountain. I guess we'll never know. And also, they got off to a slow start when I watched them. So hopefully they can get off to a faster start. And then they got to hit those outside shots if they're going to beat a team like Timpanogos tonight.
Absolutely, and Timpanogos gets the tip-off here. The game is squared away. That is a corner three by number 5, Trey Anderson. It is a miss, and the Dons have the ball. As Brandon Congdon. And now it is Hunter Nielsen. Oh, a nice recovery there. And the foul and the and-one bucket for the Dons. A nice shot there by Brandon Congdon, and that is going to get the Dons on the board and going to give them an early 2-0 lead as Congdon will now head over to the free throw line.
Yeah, great strong take by Congdon. He got good position, slipped a little bit, forced some contact, and forced the foul there as well.
Here comes that free throw, and he sinks it. A nice job there by Congdon to get the Dons in the lead as the score is now 3-0 Dons over the Timberwolves. Timberwolves take it up the court. Pass goes into number 20, over to 1. Back over to 1. That is Colin Christensen for the Timberwolves. That's Matt Norman, and that goes out of bounds as that is going to be a turnover for the Timberwolves. Not a great pass there.
Yeah, that was just out of the range of Trey Anderson in that situation, and a huge turnover. Timpanogos is going full court press here, trying to pressure the Dons. We saw a lot of that when Spanish Fork played Maple Mountain last week.
Goes into Swenson as it goes over to number 3, and that is going to be a travel on Trey Lofton. Going to turn the ball over, and the Timberwolves will get the ball back. Colin Christensen and Matt Norman working the ball up here for the Timberwolves.
And the Timberwolves look like they're very content to take their time in this first quarter.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be much of a rush here. As they go inside, and that is a beautiful pass. Matt Norman on the assist there, and a nice bucket, nice little basically alley-oop there for the Timberwolves as they cut their deficit. Now they're only down by 1.
Yeah, Spanish Fork struggling to bring the ball up the court there, but finally able to do so. Timpanogos has some ferocious defense going on here tonight, Andrew.
Absolutely, they're definitely attacking. There's Congdon with the jumper. Goes off the rim. Rebounded by Matt Norman of the Timberwolves. And once again, getting themselves set up here in their offense. That's going to be a 3-ball by Christensen. It is off the rim, controlled by the Dons. Trying to attack here. They slow it back down. Hunter Nielsen trying to get them all set up here. A nice double team by the Timberwolves. Almost forces the turnover, but a nice drive. The dish back out to Congdon, and that was a violent hit on the court.
And that's Trey Anderson that came down hard and he hit his head. He got up in the air. And hopefully he's all right, but you don't want to speculate, but that did not look good the way he landed there.
No, it didn't. That was definitely one of the harder falls on the court that I've seen. Hopefully Trey is all right, and hopefully the medical staff is able to figure out what's going on and help him out here. And
well, while we wait, let's take a moment here and thank our sponsors for making this broadcast possible here on SFCN. This year we've got Blue Diamond Auto Group, Lance Wilson State Farm Insurance, MVP Sports, Triple T Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, Two Jacks Pizza, and Mikkel Christiansen, Wise Attorneys at Law, and Prime Mortgage. We'd like to thank these sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
We definitely appreciate our sponsors, and that is Trey Anderson. He is up and walking. You can tell he's a little woozy, walking around a bit, getting some high fives from his teammates. Nice job to get up after that injury. Hopefully for the Timberwolves they'll be able to see him again, but they are going to double check to make sure that he is all right, kind of put him through some concussion protocol.
He's moving a little wobbly. I'm not a doctor and I don't want to speculate, but wow, what a collision with the ground he had.
Olsen on the and that is going to be a made bucket.
I think they waved
they're going to wave it off.
The foul was before the shot. I think the foul was on number 5. Is that Hunter Nelson?
Yep, that would be, Nielsen.
I believe that's who they called it on.
Goes into number 3, Riley Curtis, the shooting guard for the Timberwolves. Matt Norman once again trying to set up this T-Wolves offense. Back to Curtis, back to Norman. Christensen. Curtis with the ball again. Feeds it in. Dishes it back out. And that is a nice set 3 shot there by Colin Christensen. The 3-ball sinks for the Timberwolves as they now take the lead 5-3.
And Colin Christensen looks comfortable taking those deep shots. He's made one there and came close on a couple others.
Oh, and a nice bucket there.
Great feed by Congdon into Tanner Olsen that time for Spanish Fork.
That one was off the board, and they're going in transition. Once again, go strong, but this time unable to finish. Timberwolves get the ball back again. The score is currently tied 5-5. A drive here.
Oh, nice block.
Great block by Olsen. And there's a foul there. Nielsen going up, but gets fouled.
And that'll be the second foul, I believe, on Colin Christensen, and he's having himself a good ball game. As he has 3 out of the 5 points, and that's we talked about when Ortiz is hitting your free throws, and Spanish Fork made their first one, but that time came up a little short. Time. And Hunter Nelson, he struggled early from the line this season.
And that one also rims off.
Oh, we got a foul on Timpanogos. I'm a little surprised there.
Foul's on number 2, Matt Norman, as he was jockeying for a position there. And it ends up costing them a possession, as now it is back to the Dons. Swing it to the corner with Swenson. Olsen feeds it to Lofton. Sends it back over to Nielsen. And a nice interior pass. And Swenson with the finish.
Yeah, great assist by Congdon. He's getting his teammates involved early in this ball game.
Oh, and that is a bad miss there by the Timberwolves. That is going to stay on this side of the court. The Timberwolves able to keep that one.
And also Trey Anderson's checked back into the game here for the Timpanogos.
And the score is 7-5. Don's over, and a nice defensive play there as they're going in transition. Spots up from three and sinks it, tickling the twine there. A beautiful three-point shot, giving the Dons a 5-point lead.
A great shot by Hunter Nelson that time as he found himself open in transition.
Oh, a nice job there by number 5 of the Timberwolves. That's Trey Anderson.
It draws the foul. I believe that's on Parker Swenson, his first in the game. And Parker Swenson had himself a well of a football season. See if he can continue that here on the basketball court as well.
Free throw is up, and it rattles in for Anderson. Substitution there for the Timberwolves, as Anderson sets himself up for his second free throw and sinks that one as well. Score is now 10-7. The Dons holding on to a 3-point lead, and once again that full court press there by the Timberwolves really is causing the Dons some troubles here.
The Dons have done a good job though when they've gotten in their half-court offense of moving the ball around and finding the open guy.
A nice find there. Great pass by Tanner Olson over to Remington Newell. Newell getting his first bucket of the game.
That's a big boy basket by Newell as he goes up strong there for the layup that time.
He gets an opportunity for an and one here. And he cashes that in. The Dons now up 13-7 in this one. Swings it to the corner. Gets it back out to Curtis. Curtis with the long three. Goes off the front of the iron, but a great rebound by number 15. Good dribble penetration there by Curtis. Swings it back outside. And the three ball is a hit. Trey Anderson hitting from outside. A great shot for the Timberwolves as they cut the lead now to 13-10.
And that was a second chance opportunity by Timpanogos.
And once again, a beautiful steal. Oh my goodness. A fantastic play by Trey Anderson. Makes the three. And then goes in. Steals it right out of the Dons and puts it up for another 2 points. Oh, a great feed. A nice finish there by number 22. That is Congdon.
Yeah, and give Congdon credit as he goes up strong, and the Dons are really finishing tonight when there's contact and getting that and one opportunity.
They've done a great job of drawing that contact, just like you said there, Chris, and it's really paying off for them as they have been pretty good at hitting these and one free throws. As Congdon is able to get that, extends the lead now 16-12. The Dons over the Timberwolves.
Yeah, I've liked the pace of this game for the Dons so far. If they can break the press, they really get in that half-court offense and they move around. Timpanogos is doing a lot of double teaming, and which means somebody's open, and the Dons have been doing a good job of finding that individual.
That's key. And that is another long three for the Timberwolves. Clanks off the rim, gathered in by Tanner Olson, who is going to take it up the court and hope to extend this Dons lead. Congdon with the ball, dishes it, and a good steal there by number 23 of the Timberwolves. That is Michael Kennerly. Another three ball, and it is in. Trey Anderson absolutely lighting it up from three for the Timberwolves, as now the lead is cut to 1. It's 16-15.
And Trey Anderson, he took that spill earlier in the ball game, but it sure hasn't hurt his shooting in this ball game.
And he's looked absolutely fantastic for them. It's going to be Hunter Nielsen shooting a 1-and-1 here.
Missed a couple earlier in this game. He's got to convert on this first one to get that second opportunity.
He's able to get this one.
And how about Timpanogos not even waiting until the second quarter to get into the bonus situation here.
Right into the bonus, and as you said, the key to this, one of the keys to the game was free throws, and Spanish Fork is doing a good job so far of cashing in on those free throws. Puts up a floater, but a great board by number 20. It's Ethan Poole for the Timberwolves, and he goes up and is able to draw the foul.
That's just the third team foul on Spanish Fork in contrast to the 7 that Timpanogos has. And also with 2 fouls, Cole Christensen and Trey Anderson for Timpanogos. That's something they got to be wary of.
That one is off the back. Ethan Poole missing that first free throw attempt. See what he's able to do on his second attempt. That one is swished in. Score is now 18-16. The Spanish Fork Dons over the Timpanogos Timberwolves. Once again, the Timberwolves applying that full court pressure. But once again, Spanish Fork doing a great job of recognizing it, and a nice reverse layup there by Remington Newell.
Great job by Newell running the court, getting in position when they broke that zone defense. Looks like we got a foul on Hunter McGuire there for Spanish Fork, his first.
Hunter McGuire, a name that we haven't heard so far yet in this game.
Checks in, gets a foul early. That's my type of play.
Yeah, get in there and be physical. Curtis lines up the 3, and it sinks it. A nice shot there by Riley Curtis, and the Dons once again are pushing the ball up the court really hard. And that was going to be off the backboard by number 15, Loren Mims. T-Wolves back in action here. Oh, a great interior dish, but Poole not able to gather it in. But it does go off the Dons, and so the T-Wolves keep possession. Christensen in the corner, not Christensen, sorry. Curtis, once again in the corner, is not able to hit this one. Oh, a great pass up front. And Olsen cashes that one in.
Yeah, Tanner Olsen that time runs the court well, and he's fed the ball, and it pays off for him.
And the Timberwolves satisfied with keeping it up top. Looks like they're gonna attack now. Have to put up a shot here quick, and they are able to beat the shot clock. A nice job there by the Timberwolves to wait it out. And while it wasn't exactly the play that they were looking for, they were able to get that shot up and able to bring the lead down to only 1, as here in the first quarter it is now 22-21. The Dons over the Timberwolves. As we see the Dons here in the huddle, talking things over. I guess what do you take from this first quarter here for the Dons?
Well, I think they've done a great job of hitting their free throws, and they got off to a fast start. And they've played well. They've done a great job of busting that zone full court defense at times, and we've seen Timpanogos give them multiple looks. Sometimes they're going man-to-man, sometimes they're going zone, and they've done a great job of breaking that defense, and that's why they've got 22 points. Now they got to do a better job of hitting the boards. They've allowed too many second chance opportunities for Timpanogos, and Timpanogos has gotten hot behind the three-point line, so they got to do a better job of closing out on that three-point shot. But a very impressive performance by the Dons thus far.
Yeah, it's been a fun game to watch. It's been very back and forth. You got the intensity with the full court press there by the Timberwolves, but again, as you've been saying, Chris, the Dons have done such a great job of getting past it, of being able to find the open man and being able to kind of get out on the run. So hopefully for them, they can have a bit of a repeat here in the second quarter. Hunter Nielsen has the ball here for the Dons. They're going to keep it up top. Swings over to the corner. A little bit of a shot fake and an air ball there, but looks like there is a foul underneath.
And they call a foul on Menz that time? I believe so, and that's going to be the 5th team foul on the Dons.
Slowly creeping up towards that bonus. And that is going to be another long three. That one rims out. And that's going to be Norman, who went hard for that rebound but gets a foul over the back.
And this will provide Newell with an opportunity for a 1-on-1 situation here.
Newell having a nice game here for the Dons.
Yeah, and he's gotten some easy buckets, and he's done that by being able to run down the court and break this press.
Once again, hits that free throw. Second one coming here for Newell. He's able to hit that one as well. He is 3 for 3 at the free throw line.
Yeah, great job by Newell so far tonight. What's he got, 7 points?
Drive to the lane, but it's going to be a whistle there. Foul on number 5. That's Hunter Nielsen.
And Timpanogos does a great job of passing the ball around the perimeter, and we saw that in that last possession before the foul. And that's something Spanish Fork's got to realize is the ball can move faster than your zone defense. So I don't know. Looks like they've switched it up to man here.
Colin Christensen with the ball for the Timberwolves, passes it inside feed to Poole, who banks it off the glass for 2 points. A nice move there by the big man for the Timberwolves. Once again, finds that interior spot, sends it back out.
Trey Nielsen was way open underneath.
He was.
So a 1-3-1 zone they're running here.
Kind of matches what they do with that full court press, and it actually goats Congdon into a travel. Score is 24-23. The Spanish Fork Dons over the Timpanogos Timberwolves here in the second quarter. We've got about 6 minutes and 40 seconds left here. That's Christensen with the drive. Nice layup, but it does not connect. A rebound there by Swenson. Dishes it out to the corner. Congdon dishes it to the other corner. And that is going to be just off, but a good rebound. Being able to give themselves an extra possession here. Congdon up at the top, sends it back to the corner. And that is a 3-ball. A nice shot by Trey Lofton.
Yeah, he gets the offensive rebound, finds himself open in the corner, and then hits a 3. What a great possession as he hustled on that offensive rebound to give him a second shot.
Those offensive rebounds are absolutely huge. Another 3-ball is lined up for Timpanogos. And who is it? It's Trey Anderson. Trey Anderson is absolutely lining it up from three-point land for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, we found out earlier he can high jump 7 feet, and also he can hit threes.
Kid has been absolutely amazing for them in this first half. A nice trap there in the corner of Lofton, but he's able to get it back out. Swenson double-teamed. Gets it back out. Gets things settled. Out to the corner with Lofton. Nielsen. Swenson. Makes the interior move, but misses. It is corralled in by Anderson, who switches it over to Norman. Norman with a little spin move.
Travel, or did he get fouled?
Looks like they are going to call it a blocking foul. It's going to be on Lofton.
It's his first, and Both teams are shooting free throws the rest of this half, as Spanish Fork now has 17 fouls.
Both teams in the bonus. The score is 27-26, Spanish Fork over Timpanogos. Got 5 minutes left here in the second quarter. That is Matt Norman on the free throw line for the Timberwolves. And he will get that to bounce all over the rim, and eventually it finds its way down.
It wasn't the prettiest shot, but it still counts for 1 point.
Sends this one up, and that one looks a lot better. He's able to go 2 for 2 on that trip. A couple substitutions here. Nielsen swings it over. Finds Swenson, who's able to get it out of the double team.
The pace this game's been going, I think both teams are probably going to have to go 7, 8, 9 deep tonight. It's been a fast pace, and both teams are playing very intense defense, even though the score doesn't reflect that so far.
And that is another travel. Don's really struggling with, seems like the issue is they're kind of picking up that football when they start dribbling.
Yeah, Lofton just needs to maybe hesitate a little bit, take that first step and dribble instead of taking a couple of steps and dribbling.
Again, I think part of that has to do with, as you said, Chris, kind of the pace of this game. It's been so fast that the players are kind of having to process things maybe a little bit quicker, and that may be a reason for seeing so many travels for the Dons.
Right. But they've got the right idea by attacking the paint. That's been open all night long. If you can move the ball and get down in transition, that's been open for them, and that's where they've been beating this Timpanogos team.
It's Case Franson who just dished it back out to Christensen. Franson seeing some time here for the Timberwolves. Him in the corner, now back to Christensen. Poole calls for it and is able to hit the paint jump shot there. Nice job by Poole to use his length and gets himself 2 points.
Timpanogos with a 3-point lead. That might be their largest of the game.
Corner 3 for Lofton. Rims out. Poole with the rebound. Gets it back out to Christensen. Another 3 ball by Anderson. This one is off. Corralled in by Congdon. Congdon goes strong, but a big block by Ethan Poole. Absolutely denies Congdon at the rim.
Great defense by Poole that time. But I think Congdon's got the right idea, because a lot of times you can draw a foul, and if you can get some of these big guys for Timpanogos in foul trouble, that could pay off dividends later.
Lofton with the ball up top. Score is 30-27. Now
Nelson is wide open.
Yes.
He needs to attack the rim though.
And that one is off the rim. Another rebound there by Poole. Swings it over to Trey Anderson.
Yeah, the baseline seems to be open against Timpanogos. If they want to take a mid-range shot instead of a 3, I think that'll be available.
Anderson with a lot of dribbling there, gets it over to Curtis. Curtis using the pick there. Anderson thought about lining up for another 3. Decided against it. He's taking a dribble a little bit. Trying to find positioning here. Instead, that is going to be a timeout for the Timberwolves.
Ooh, what a ball game we've had so far. We had a lot of scoring there in the first quarter. In this second quarter, it's been a little bit slower pace. I wonder if the teams are starting to get a little bit winded.
Yeah, you got to think the fatigue is a factor here, as there's been a lot more dribbling by the teams, not much penetration, and you can just kind of see it a little bit on some of their faces that there's some exhaustion setting in, and just the pace of this game was so fast at the beginning, and now you can just kind of see it kind of settling in a little bit.
Yeah, let's take a moment here and just thank our sponsors real quick. We got Blue Diamond Auto Group, Lance Wilson State Farm Insurance, MVP Sports, Triple T Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, Two Jacks Pizza, Mikkel Christiansen Wise, and Prime Mortgage. I'd like to thank those sponsors for making this broadcast another broadcast possible here on SFCN. And also you can watch these games on YouTube at the Spanish Fort, I believe it's SFCN 17 channel there on YouTube.
Definitely a great resource if you're not actually in your home to be able to just watch your favorite Spanish Fork and Maple Mountain games here on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, I've done it. I've watched a football game from my hotel room in Italy once.
Poole got it deep and went up for a shot and misses, but that's going to be a foul on Trey Anderson, who is flabbergasted that he got called a foul on that one, but that was going to be Don's ball. And that is going to be free throws for, looks like it's going to be Swenson.
Yeah, that is 3 fouls for Trey Anderson. And Trey Anderson has the ability to hit a 3-bomb on you at all times, so that's a huge loss.
Swenson lines it up and hits the free throw. Score is now 30-28. Don's cutting their deficit down to 2. Here's Swenson with his second free throw, and he hits that one.
That has been huge in this ball game. We saw the Dons struggle mightily the day before Thanksgiving against Maple Mountain, and they've definitely improved their free throw shooting tonight.
That was a nice job there by Jackson Holcomb to keep the dribble alive there. Spins himself into the paint, sends it to the corner, swings it back over to him. Double team there. Pump fake by number 23, gets himself to the lane, and that was, nope, he is going to take the 3, but it is going to be off, but a big rebound there for the Timberwolves. And those offensive rebounds.
And the problem is Timpanogos is missing some of these shots by a long ways, which is causing long rebounds.
Oh, Poole is able to get that one just up.
Yeah, both teams crashing the offensive board hard tonight.
And that's going to be a turnover. Curtis in the fast break goes up and sinks it. Score is now 34-29, as that's a 5-point lead for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, the Dons put up 22 points in the first quarter and only 7 here in the second quarter so far.
Swings it over to Lofton, who then swings it on back to McGuire. Finds Olsen over in the corner. Lofton scanning the offense, trying to see if they can find an opening. Oh, a nice interior pass. And that is going to be an offensive foul on Remington Newell.
I don't know if he hooked him, but from my vantage point, it looked like Newell did nothing wrong there.
And the score is 34-29. The Timpanogos Timberwolves over the Spanish Fork Dons. There is 55 seconds left here in the second quarter. Curtis on the drive, finds the glass, but it doesn't go in. A nice rebound there by Swenson. Thought about pushing it up, instead swings it to the corner. Lofton wasn't quite ready, but a nice pass there to Swenson. Goes with the pump fake and gets fouled hard there.
That was a collision, and that might be one that they want to think about calling maybe a flagrant or some type of intentional foul in that situation.
Yeah, it did not look pretty right there. So Swenson back to the free throw line. On his previous trip, he was 2 for 2. See if he can match that here. There's the first one.
And the Dons will be shooting 2 the rest of the way as they're now in the double bonus situation.
That one is going to be off the rim. Goes 1 for 1 there on that trip.
Timpanogos could hold for the last shot here. Let's see what they do.
And they're staying up towards the key. There's Curtis near the top. A little bit of dribbling in the paint, but elects to swing it back out. Again, looks like they're just trying to probe for any kind of opening that they can find. Just nothing is manifesting itself against defense. Anderson with the long 3, but it misses. And unable to get a last shot off there. What an exciting half here, this first half of this game against the Timberwolves and the Dons. And the score is 34-29 in favor of the Timpanogos Timberwolves. the Dons doing a great job of staying in this game, but it has been a bit of a roller coaster ride here. The frenetic pace of the first quarter maxed up with the slower pace of the second quarter there, but what a half there.
Yeah, let's take a break here, and then we'll come back and we'll see what our halftime entertainment is.
Hi, welcome to Two Jacks Pizza.
For the best pizza you'll ever taste and our world-famous cheese sticks, come to Two Jacks Pizza on Main Street in Spanish Fork, or call us for a quick delivery. Are you hungry yet? MVP Sports is the #1 source for sporting goods in Spanish Fork. Football, soccer, all the fall sports, we've got you covered. Check out our new custom t-shirt builder. Design at home and we'll build it for you. MVP Sports, 72 North Main in Spanish Fork.
The best time to check your furnace is before it fails, and you can rely on Triple T to do the job right. Our technicians are trained every year so you can sleep better at night, knowing your furnace is safe to operate. Call Triple T at 798-7711 to schedule your tune-up today.
Need a new car or truck? The Car Guys has the best selection of used vehicles at the best prices in Spanish Fork. The Car Guys know their automobiles to get you the best car for your needs and your budget. The Car Guys at 872 North Main in Spanish Fork.
Welcome back to Spanish Fork 17. We are at halftime of this game against the Timpanogos Timberwolves, the Spanish Fork Dons. Score is 34-29. We are currently looking at the halftime show here.
Not exactly sure what's going on, but let's talk about this game we're witnessing here. Timpanogos has come back strong here in the second quarter, and they did it with the lawn ball. The concern for both teams, though, is that there could be some potential foul trouble. Both teams had got near the double bonus. Spanish Fork actually reached it because Timpanogos, I believe, had 11 fouls in that first half, and Spanish Fork had 9. And sometimes in some of these close games, somebody fouling out can make a huge difference.
Oh, absolutely. With so many fouls in this one, it wouldn't be shocking to see a couple people potentially foul out of this one. For the Timberwolves, for them, unfortunately, that may be Trey Anderson. Anderson has been absolutely phenomenal for the Timberwolves, hitting a couple. I had three three-pointers for him.
Yeah, and it's good to see him out there playing because he took a hard hit to the floor earlier in this ball game. For Spanish Fork, they've done a great job at times, especially in that first quarter, of running the floor, finding the guy in the middle, whether it's Congdon, whether it's Parker or Newell, and getting an easy shot inside. Timpanogos is not going to allow outside shots except for in the corner where their defense just isn't able to extend the way they're playing. It looks like almost a 1-3-1 zone where they're just trying to clog the middle and the top of the key there.
Yeah, it has played into the Dons' favor in that sense with the full court press and the 1-3-1, really trying to force the Dons into turnovers, but they have done a fairly decent job of making sure to keep track of the ball, and it's been nice to see them really feeding Newell and Swenson. You're seeing guys getting these nice, good looks at the rim, and so it's hopefully we'll see more of that here in the second half. Keep getting into the paint, keep feeding them, and being able to make sure that you can use your physicality against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, absolutely, and Timpanogos, so they've gotten a lot of second chance opportunities. They're shooting a lot of moonshot three-pointers that are just going everywhere. So Spanish Fork's got to figure out a way to contain that ball, get that rebound, and limit it to one shot for Timpanogos, because the second chance points for Timpanogos was awfully high in that first half.
It was. There was a lot of those offensive rebounds, second possessions for them, and I mean it's got to be so hard because you got Anderson, Curtis, a couple of these guys that are just launching from plenty beyond the three-point line, and you just got to be able to still factor that in with your defense. And I guess looking back on our keys to the game, what are some of those things that the Dons have done so far so well in this game?
Yeah, they've made those free throws that we talked about earlier. Also, they got off to a fast start. That's been key. Now they just need to continue that momentum, and then they've done a good job of hitting the outside shot when necessary, but I liked how they attacked the middle. They did a great job of that in the first half. So they're in this ball game. you never know in these preseason games what's going to happen, especially when you're playing a team in the 5A classification and you're just a 4A school, but Spanish Fork's more than held their own. And they trail by 4, but can easily come into the second half with a lot of confidence and possibly go home with a victory tonight.
Have definitely kept themselves within range. And again, this is a pretty good Timpanogos team. They've got a win on the season, 1 loss on the season. Don's really hoping to be able to find themselves their first victory. This is a good time for us to thank our wonderful sponsors for all that they do for us here on Spanish Fork 17. That is the Blue Diamond Auto Group, Lance Wilson State Farm, MVP Sports, Triple T Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, 2 Jack's Pizza, Mikkel Christiansen Wise Attorneys at Law, and Prime Mortgage.
Hey,
a little view of us.
Show us now. Hopefully we don't break the camera here.
Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Not exactly the best looking crew here. But it has. It's been an exciting game, and I love that the Dons have done so well with handling the tempo.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know that's hard, and we'll see if they can continue to make the right pass and get open, because you get frustrated when somebody's playing ferocious defense. But on the same side, who knows, maybe you'll wear Timpanogos out, because they've been playing awfully hard this entire 16 minutes of the game so far.
Yeah, you got to wonder if it'll kind of cool off a little bit here in the second half, because there comes a point where just playing that full court press is exhausting.
Right. So I don't know what they're doing out there, but it looks like somebody wants some shirts.
Oh, they definitely do. I remember being a high schooler. You always want that free swag.
It's amazing how the loudest the crowd can get at any sporting events when somebody throws a $5 T-shirt into the crowd. It's incredible. I don't know the phenomenon, but and I can't say the word either. But it's just incredible how that happens.
It's crazy. Like I remember being at Jazz games, and obviously they're loud during the normal play, but it's like as soon as that Chick-fil-A sandwich is available to them, they are insane. They're crazy. They're going absolutely nuts.
Well, it's a sandwich. What can you do?
We're going to go ahead and take a break here again. Thanks for being with us here on Spanish Fork 17, and we will be here for the second half of this wonderful game against the Dons and the Timberwolves.
Hi, welcome to 2 Jack's Pizza.
For the best pizza you'll ever taste and our world-famous cheese sticks, come to 2 Jack's Pizza on Main Street in Spanish Fork, or call us for a quick delivery. Are you hungry yet? MVP Sports is the #1 source for sporting goods in Spanish Fork. Football, soccer, all the fall sports, we've got you covered. Check out our new custom t-shirt builder. Design at home and we'll build it for you. MVP Sports, 72 North Main in Spanish Fork.
I definitely recommend the Driggs team. They're amazing.
Hi, my name is Greg Driggs. I'm the local manager for Prime Mortgage Lending, where our motto is find a path to yes. Stop by our office today on Main Street and let us help you get into your brand new home.
The best time to check your furnace is before it fails, and you can rely on Triple T to do the job right. Our technicians are trained every year so you can sleep better at night, knowing your furnace is safe to operate. Call Triple T at 798-7711 to schedule your tune-up today.
Need a new car or truck? The Car Guys has the best selection of used vehicles at the best prices in Spanish Fork. The Car Guys know their automobiles to get you the best car for your needs and your budget. The Car Guys at 872 North Main in Spanish Fork.
Wild Mustangs. They're supposed to be one of the most gentle creatures in nature.
State Farm knows that for every one of those moments, there's one of these. That's why more people save money by combining their home and auto with State Farm.
Call State Farm agent Lance Wilson today.
Nobody plans on getting in an accident, but if it does happen, you can rely on the expertise of Mike Mikkel to protect and fight for your rights. Specializing in personal injury law, Mike Mikkel is the attorney you need. Contact Mike at Mikkel, Christiansen, and Wise.
Welcome back to Spanish Fork 17. It is the preparation period here for the second half of this game. It is the Spanish Fork Dons against the Timpanogos Timberwolves. The score is currently 34-30. The Timberwolves with a 4-point lead here heading into the second half, and The Dons have done a great job of being able to keep themselves in the game, and I guess, Chris, what's going to be, the key for them to be able to kind of keep themselves within scoring distance here?
Yeah, I think they need to make an early run in the third quarter, make sure this game doesn't get out of reach, don't allow Timpanogos to make a run, and then, hey, if you got a chance, it seems like both teams have taken turns making runs in this ballgame. If they can get that last run of the ballgame, who knows, maybe they can go home with a victory tonight. I think it's going to be very tough. Timpanogos is a very tough opponent here, so we'll have to see, but I think it's anybody's ballgame still, for sure.
And with it being only a 4-point difference here, there's definitely an opportunity for the Dons to be able to stay in the game, get themselves in a place where they could potentially win this thing and get themselves their first victory of the season, which would be huge at the beginning of the season here, as they dropped their first 2 games. The last one against Maple Mountain, previous one against Westlake, and so to be able to come in here, be in this atmosphere against the Timberwolves, and be able to come away with a win would be huge. As we are starting here in the second half, that is Christensen with the ball for the Timberwolves, an inside pass to Poole, who is able to get the alley-oop there, and that is a great start for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, great screens and great movement of the ball, and not getting made for an easy shot for Poole.
Oh, nice job there by the Dons, as Lofton is able to finish the easy shot there, matching the shot there by Poole.
And that baseline layup's going to be open all night.
Once again, a deep 3. Oh, and a good board by Anderson. Fights it off, dishes it to the corner for Curtis, who sinks the corner 3. The score is now 39-32. The Timberwolves now have a 7-point lead.
Oh, and the errant pass there.
And that is a turnover. Steal there by number 1, Christensen, Colin Christensen. Once again to the corner. And that is going to be an offensive foul, as you definitely clearly saw the forearm there by Norman.
Yeah, Norman's not agreeing with the call, and that's his 3rd foul in this game.
He's going to have to be careful. He wants to stay in this one. Once again, the Dons doing a good job of recognizing when to push. Swenson wasn't able to corral that one. Again, Anderson with some pesky defense for the Timberwolves. Swings it back out to Nielsen. Nielsen over to Olsen.
And Spanish Fork can ill afford another turnover. They went, there it is.
And there it is right there. Curtis doing a good job of finding that loose ball, and the Timberwolves are pushing. Curtis open for 3. That one is going to be short. And a block there by Congdon. Sets up the fast break here for the Dons. Once again, finds inside, swings it back out. That's going to be a bit long on the 3, but a great rebound by Congdon. Nice second chance point there as he cashes in 2 for the Dons. Now the score is 39-34.
Yeah, and great second effort there by Congdon. I don't know who called the timeout there, but early on it's been quite the battle. We got a 5-point ball game here. Timpanogos has increased that lead by only 1.
We've done a good job of staying right on pace with them so far. It's a good time for us to remind you of our wonderful sponsors. The Blue Diamond Auto Group, Lance Wilson State Farm, MVP Sports, Triple T Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, Two Jacks Pizza, Mikkel Christiansen Wise, Attorneys at Law, and Prime Mortgage. And in this timeout, what do you think that Coach is talking about here for the Dons?
I think one of the keys is they had a couple of turnovers. If you turn the ball over, you're not getting any shot opportunities. So I think that's been an issue in the first minute and 40 of this early quarter, but that's something they can work on for sure, is maintaining possession, getting a good shot.
Turnovers can be a killer, because not only is it wasting an offensive possession, but it really sets up the other team to be able to go on the fast break and be able to get some points in transition.
Yeah, absolutely.
Timberwolves with the ball here. The score is 39-34 with 6:19 here in the third quarter. Goes to the corner, Anderson. Another 3-ball. Anderson is just crushing it from downtown for the Timberwolves.
And he's got the appropriate name of Trey for that shot. We got 2 Treys out there.
Oh, and we match you with a Trey of our own.
Yeah, Nelson that time with a huge shot at the top of the key.
Once again, over to the corner. Anderson elects to send it back out. That's Christensen with the three. That is going to be off. But that is a rebound. One second chance opportunity. Curtis cashes it in with the teardrop there.
Yeah, that was a beautiful floater as he got in the lane that time. And Spanish Force down by 7. They don't want this thing to get into double digits.
Gets it into Swenson. Over to Olsen to Nielsen. Gets it to Lofton. They are looking for any kind of opening that they can get here. Congdon picks up his dribble. That is going to be an attack. Oh, corner three there for Swenson. Is going to be off, but a good rebound. Back over to Lofton. Lofton in the lane. Goes hard at Poole.
Trey Anderson travels that time, but he needs to decide, is he going to shoot that, or is he gonna try and create contact? Because it seemed like he was a little indecisive and then just ended up traveling.
Lofton kind of stuck in no man's land there and ends up drawing the foul. Christensen uses the pick. Continues to dribble it up again, looking for a spot to penetrate. Instead, it's going to be another three ball. This one by Matt Norman, and it has just been a three-party for the Timberwolves in this game.
Yeah, the Dons have to do a little better job of getting the hand up on those shots. But Timpanogos is doing a great job of swinging the ball around on the perimeter.
Nielsen sends it to Olsen. Olsen drives, Mims over to Congdon. Congdon loses control of the ball. That's going to be another turnover as Curtis is pushing it up. A little bit of a shake and bake there, and Matt Norman hits another three-pointer. As the score is now 50-37, the Timberwolves really have blown this thing open here in the third quarter.
Yeah, they have, and they've done it behind the long ball because they've hit multiple in this quarter, and they're hot. So the Dons have to do a better job of closing out, but also I don't think Timpanogos will be able to make everything. So just weather the storm and make some shots of your own and battle your way back in. But trailing by 13, that's not the way they wanted to start this half out.
No, that's certainly something that the coach has got to be talking about over in the huddle, is this fast start here by the Timberwolves here in the third quarter. And again, it's really been the three-point barrage. It's been the fact that the Dons just haven't had a good answer as of yet to defend the three. And as you said, there's going to come a time where they're not going to hit all of these. They've shot the three at such a ridiculous percentage so far. But I guess if you're the coach here, what's I guess the solution to kind of helping your defense to be able to cover some of these threes?
Yeah, you can either change the zone you're running or go man-to-man. But I think the key is just making guys close out. The problem is when they have done a good job of closing out on some of those deep threes, Timpanogos is crashing the board, so you also have to maintain your ability to block out.
You're seeing some crazy dance moves here on the screen.
They've got moves here at Timpanogos High, that's for sure.
That is for sure. Nielsen with the ball here. Dons down by 13 here in the third quarter. 4 minutes left in this quarter. And almost another turnover. A nice job there to be able to get the ball back. Nielsen dribbling it around, trying to find an open man. Swings it over to Olsen. Olsen dribbles to the corner and is able to find Swenson, who has a nice positioning there right at the rim, gets that easy layup. Deficit's now 11.
Yeah, and if they can run the baseline like that, they can get an open shot every time down the floor.
And a nice drive there by Norman.
Yeah, he did a good job.
An open three. Woo! A nice shot there by Nielsen. Once again, swings it to the corner. That is Norman. Anderson with the three. That one is going to rim out.
They're going to get Poole here with the foul. That's just his first of the game.
Surprising. Poole is big man, kind of bumping and grinding there down low. Kind of interesting to see that that's only his first.
Yeah, I believe Norman and Anderson have 3 fouls apiece for Timpanogos. Probably the only guys in foul trouble right now for either side. It's been a lot of fouls, but they've spread the love around.
Yes. Oh, and that is a steal by Christensen, who draws the contact and puts it in. A nice and one layup there for Colin Christensen. It extends the lead now, 54-42 for the Timpanogos Timberwolves.
And that's the foul on Congdon, his first, and Christensen with the and one opportunity here.
And he cashes it in. Score is now 55-42.
Yeah, the lead's back up to 13.
Congdon patient there. Swings it over to Nielsen. Back to Congdon. There you go. Had him in the corner. And that is going to rim off. A good rebound there by Timpanogos. Once again in the corner. Gets it back over to Christensen with the finger roll there. A beautiful drive by Christensen. Attacking this Dons defense. Score is now 57-42. Another turnover, another fast break opportunity. Christensen slams it down for the Timberwolves, as this is now the biggest lead of the game here. 59-42. They've got a 17-point lead here in the third quarter.
Boy, and that dunk brought this student body section here for Timpanogos alive.
A long three there by Nielsen. It is off. Norman has the ball for the Timberwolves. Christensen calling his play here, calling for a pick. Swings it over to Curtis. Curtis looking for that inside pass, but it is unsuccessful. It is a turnover. That is Nielsen driving. They're going to call a foul on number 23.
It's Curley with the foul. And I think Spanish Fork, wow, they've got to stop turning the ball over. That has been a killer in this quarter.
Really has hurt them as they've tried to cut into this lead. Instead, the Timberwolves have gotten off to a real good start here in the third quarter. Really a complete quarter here for them as they've extended their lead to 17. Again, moving it around the top of the key. And that is going to be an offensive foul.
It'll be the third on Remington Newell. Boy, and the crowd was really out of this game a little bit in the first half, but they're deafening here in the second half.
Great environment. Another drive, that one just short off the rim. Gets his own rebound and sends it back up. A nice play by Jackson Holcomb for the Timberwolves. The Dons just need to find something here on offense, as the lead is now 19 for the Timberwolves. And that's exactly what you need right there. A nice pass into Remington Newell, who gets the and one.
Yeah, and that Kernley will pick up his third foul here for Timpanogos, and we'll see if Newell can convert on another and one. He's had a couple earlier in this ball game.
The Dons have really done a nice job of feeding their big man down low, and he's done a great job of hitting his free throws in this game, doing a great job with those and ones.
And Spanish Fort needs to find a way to try and cut this down to single digits here in the next couple of minutes of gameplay.
Curtis with the ball up top. Again, just moving it around, trying to see if they can find openings here. Meaves, who had it there for a brief second, number 33. Curtis with the ball again.
Timpanogos looks like they might actually hold it for the last shot, and they've been holding it for about 40 seconds.
Instead is going to be a foul on Congdon.
Second there on Congdon. Third team foul for Spanish Fork, so they're a ways off of having enough fouls to put Timpanogos in the bonus situation.
They have done a good job of not fouling here. Again, the score is 61-45 here. There are 10 seconds left here in the third quarter. Christensen going straight to the rack, but is denied by Newell. This is going to be a bit of a discussion here with Christensen and the ref. That's going to be the Dons' ball. Only have 1.4 seconds here, so they've got to get something off real quick here. It's going to go into Tanner Olson, and he will miss as the score is 61-45. The Timpanogos Timberwolves over the Spanish Fork Dons as we head over to the fourth quarter of this game here on Spanish Fork 17.
Hi, welcome to Two Jacks Pizza.
For the best pizza you'll ever taste and our world-famous cheese sticks, come to Two Jacks Pizza on Main Street in Spanish Fork, or call us for a quick delivery. Are you hungry yet? MVP Sports is the #1 source for sporting goods in Spanish Fork. Football, soccer, all the fall sports, we've got you covered. Check out our new custom t-shirt builder. Design at home and we'll build it for you. MVP Sports, 72 North Main in Spanish Fork.
I definitely recommend the Driggs team. They're amazing.
Hi, my name is Greg Driggs. I'm the local manager for Prime Mortgage Lending, where our motto is find a path to yes. Stop by our office today on Main Street and let us help you get into your brand new home.
Welcome back to Spanish Fork 17. In this game between the Spanish Fork Dons and the Timpanogos Timberwolves, the score is 61-45 heading into the fourth quarter here. The Timberwolves really putting the hurt on the Dons here in this third quarter. It was only a 4-point lead for them heading into the half. Instead, they extend the lead by 14, and the Dons are really kind of grasping for some answers here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they gave up 27 points, but I think a lot of it was due to turning the ball over there in the third quarter, which led to some transition buckets for Timpanogos. So I think part of it will be just getting down and just at least taking a shot every drive. If they can cut this thing down to single digits in the early part of the fourth quarter, who knows? Maybe they can make it a ball game. Right now, though, it looks like it might be all Timpanogos.
They really need something here on offense to get them going, to get it into Newell, who swings it to Congdon. Congdon is short on that shot. But a nice job there by number 10 for the Dons. A great job to be able to secure that rebound and give themselves another chance here.
And that's the 16th foul for the Timberwolves. The Dons will be shooting the rest of the way in this ball game.
A nice break there for the Dons as they've done a really good job of shooting free throws in this game.
Yeah, they have. A big turnaround from that game against Maple Mountain.
That is going to stay here with Spanish Fork as there was some jostling there for the ball. A bit of a missed pass there by Olson. Some great defense there by number 2 as that is going to be in the corner. Once again, Anderson, but that is going to be a foul. A foul on Hunter McGuire there for the Dons.
And you could argue that it should have been a travel there on Trey Anderson. He caught the ball and took 2 lateral steps to the side. No whistle there.
Instead, it'll be a foul on McGuire, and it'll be 3 shots here for Anderson. Anderson hits that first one. Anderson's really been the spark plug for the Timberwolves after, again, he's the one that had that really hard crash at the beginning of the game. They were worried that he may have potentially gotten a concussion as he hits that second one. He's been the one that's been hitting all the big shots for them.
Yeah. Well, if he got a concussion, they'll surely not showing him. He's playing out of his head.
And he gets all 3 of those free throws.
And extends his T-Wolves lead out to 20. They put it up on the board.
The biggest lead of the game here for the Timberwolves. Again, the Dons are looking for an answer here on offense. That was going to be a nice drive, a good fake, and a good shot there by Tanner Olson, as that's a nice little answer there to Anderson's free throws. That's going to be a foul on Olsen.
That'll be Olsen's first foul of this game, and Timpanogos will get there, inbound the ball.
A long inbounds pass there, this to Christensen. Christensen setting up the offense. Swings it to Norman. Gives it back to Christensen. Goes to Curtis. Back to Norman. Goes inside. Going for the alley-oop there. The slamma-jamma. Instead, it's a little bit off. Anderson drives and gets the foul.
And I got a feeling Anderson's not the guy you want to be fouling in this ball game. As he is, I mean, if you can hit the three-point shot as easy as he's made them, the free throws are going to be even easier.
Yeah, he's probably going to keep sinking those. And that one is off.
They called the foul on number 10. I got to assume that number 10 might be Morley Bennett, who we have on our roster as 7. I don't know for sure,
because we don't have a 10 on our current roster, as Anderson hits the second one.
And I know 7's an illegal number at the high school level.
The score is now 65-47. Timberwolves over the Dons here with 6:42 left in the fourth quarter. Congdon with the ball for the Dons. Oh, that is now swinging it over back to Congdon. Again, number 5 was the one who had the ball previously, Nielsen. And that's going to be a 3-ball. It's going to be off, but a nice rebound by Olsen. Dribbles it in and is not able to cash in on that second chance opportunity. Christensen with the ball and a good steal by Nielsen. Bit of a frenetic pace here. Swenson with the mid-range. Rims out, unfortunate. Curtis with the rebound. Gets it back up to Christensen in the corner. Oh, a great steal by the Dons. This is Bennett.
Brandon Congdon came in like Superman there.
Yes, he did. Congdon with the 3-ball. Oh, and it just rims out. That's a heartbreaker. That would look like it was going in. Norman with the ball for the Timberwolves. Now to Christensen.
Ooh, thought we were going to have a heart attack there. This game was at a high pace speed. It was almost like a NASCAR race going on.
Yeah, it was absolutely flying. Now it's calmed down here. Christensen to the rim. A nice drive by the point guard for the Timberwolves. And once again, the lead is up to 20 for the Timberwolves at this point.
Yeah, and they just keep finding a way to extend their lead as the game goes on.
A nice find there. Congdon in the corner. That's going to be off. Rebound by Poole, who gets it over to Curtis. Again, the score is 67-47. We're here in the fourth quarter. There's 4:50 left. Norman goes to the paint, dishes it back out to Christensen. Again, time is definitely in the Timberwolves' favor at this point, so don't need to rush anything as you see them swinging the ball up top. Norman still with the ball, gets a pick, sends it back over to Christensen.
They're just running the clock down here a little bit. They got a 20-point lead. Why not? If you're the Dons, though, they have just been unable to hit those three-point shots in this quarter.
Those are shots that you would like to see fall to be able to kind of help cut into this deficit. But, again, the Timberwolves here are the ones that seem to be making the shots as Christensen is now at the free throw line.
Congdon will check out. He's got 3 fouls here.
Anderson and Curtis will check out for the Timberwolves at this point. As Christensen is on the line, and he hits.
And that front end of the 1-and-1's huge, and Christensen makes it with no problem.
And he gets the second one. Score is now 69-47.
The Dons probably are just playing to make this game look respectable and, practice your plays to get ready for the next one.
Lofton with a nice feed there to Nielsen. Like seeing that, and he also likes seeing the hustle there by Nielsen trying to get the steal. Christensen with the ball back up top, swinging it to Norman. A long three that rims off, but then just a big jostle there for the rebound. But a nice job there by Sorensen to collect it. A good drive, a nice feed, hits it back out, hits the corner. Lofton once again.
Great movement there by the Dons. Tough defense by Timpanogos as they're playing man on man.
It was a good feed by Swenson, but even better defense there by the Timberwolves. That's number 33, McKay Meaves with the block.
And he came flying in for the block that time. Well timed.
And the score 69-50 here with 3:23 left in the fourth quarter. Dons with the ball. And that is going to be a three-point shot by Nielsen. It is off. Christensen with the rebound for the Timberwolves. Norman with some fancy moves. Nice little pull-up, but it is off the rim. Rebounded by Congdon. And just not able to control the ball there, as that's going to be another turnover for the Dons.
That's not a smart pass there by Congdon. The guy wasn't open, and there were three defenders down there.
I understand the need for wanting to go on the fast break there, try to get some quick points, but also want to make sure you're playing smart, as now the Timberwolves have the ball here. This is Holcomb now over to Christensen. Olsen playing as good of defense as he could. And that is all sorts of craziness going on right there, but eventually it is the Dons' ball.
Yeah, if you throw it off the back of the backboard, I think it should have been out of bounds for starters there. So eventually the right call was made.
Olsen with the ball here. Again, the score 69-50. 2:25 left here. Congdon's got the ball for the Dons. See if he's able to make a move here. Doesn't necessarily make a move, but he does get the foul. And Christensen cannot believe it.
He gets his third. Congdon gets a chance to hit a couple of free throws here. Or, well, if he makes the first one, he'll
if he makes that first one, yes. So
that's the key to success there.
He's given himself an opportunity, but a nice job there by Congdon to just go for the rack, go ahead and just try to force the issue. Got a little bit of size there on Christensen, so a nice job there by Congdon to get himself to the free throw line.
Right, and the key is to just be, trying to improve your game here. Treat it as it's a preseason game. It's not going to matter on making it to the state tournament, but just see if you can get some good reps in here for your players if you're Coach Kunzler.
Congdon hits the first, and now goes for the second of this, and he's able to hit it. 2 points there at the free throw line for Congdon.
The other key is for both teams, you want to come out of this game without any injuries as well, as this one's pretty much in hand.
Absolutely, as that is going to be a timeout by Timpanogos.
That'll give us a moment here to thank our sponsors. We'd like to thank Blue Diamond Auto Group, Lance Wilson State Farm Insurance, MVP Sports, Triple T Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, 2 Jack's Pizza, Mikkel Christiansen and Wise Attorneys at Law, and Prime Mortgage. We'd like to thank those sponsors for making this game possible. And also, you can check these games out and other exciting things that Spanish Fork 17 is doing on YouTube. At YouTube, just search for the Spanish Fork 17 channel there, and there'll be hours of amazing content for you.
Yep. YouTube.com/Spanish Fork 17 for all that awesome content, including replays of games, live content as well. You can watch it live on YouTube as well, so definitely go check it out. Again, with the score 69-52 here, and the outcome of this game pretty much feeling in hand here for the Timberwolves. I guess what have the Dons got to do here to kind of, I don't know, kind of keep this respectable?
Yeah, I think the Dons, Need to maybe hit a couple of big shots here to keep this game closer, I should say. Also, just keep working on your offense. Don't worry about necessarily taking threes if you can work it inside, because I don't think you're going to win this one.
That is Olsen with the ball. A nice fake, but once again, a block by the Timberwolves. Again, that is going to be Neves who got that swat. As he's looked impressive, that's his second block of the game. As Holcomb drives, wow, what a move there by Jackson Holcomb, who gets to the rim.
Yeah, great job, and the bank's open as he kisses that one off the glass.
An absolute effort shot there for him, but that is a foul there on the Timberwolves, and it's going to send Tanner Olsen to the free throw line.
And Tanner Olsen's usually reliable behind the free throw line here. We'll see if he can make his first one.
And score 71-52 here with a minute and a half left. Oh, just kissing the glass, but a nice putback that doesn't end up falling down.
And that's got to be a travel.
Oh, yes. Neves just not quite able to really corral that ball in.
Yeah, and unfortunately for Neves, they would have called that a travel at every level, including the NBA.
Sorensen inbounds it to Hunter McGuire. Mims swings it to McMillan. Seeing a couple players that haven't gotten quite as much playing time here in the game. It's a nice move inside, but not able to finish there, but able to draw the foul down low.
And Gabe Oldham will go to the line here for two, and the fans are excited. Somebody's checking in.
That is number 14. It's Caleb Nimmer coming into the game. But not able to hit that one. Score still 71-52. About a minute left here in the game.
And Timpanogos is starting to empty their bench as they have this one in hand.
Yeah, good time to get some of the other guys that don't get to see much playing time some reps here. That's Holcomb driving it, kicks it back out to Nimmer. Nimmer trying to figure it out. A nice spin move there to get into the paint. Dumps it off to Meaves, and he is fouled.
And he'll go to the line there for a 1-and-1 opportunity. And it looks like everybody for Timpanogos is going to get an opportunity to play tonight. And Dons have also gotten a couple of their bench guys in as well to end this game.
Yeah, in a game like this, it's just nice for people to get reps as that one goes off the front iron. It's number 20 for the Dons. That is Hunter Sorensen with the ball. Feeds it to McMillan. Back over to Sorensen. McMillan is going to take the long mid-range. He is off. Rebound by Meaves.
McMillan's a big, tall body.
He is. Already got 2 blocks in this game. He's been very impressive on the defensive end. 11 seconds left in this one. Gets that one into Holcomb.
Timpanogos still playing hard.
They are. They're not getting much. And that is Nimmer from the corner. And he misses as everyone was excited to see that one fall. That's going to be your ball game, folks. This one was close during the first half, but the Timberwolves pulled away here in the second half as the score ends up being 71-52. The Timpanogos Timberwolves over the Spanish Fork Dons. It's been a wonderful ball game, but a bit of a hard one here in the second half for the Dons.
Yeah, we'll take a quick break and then we'll come back and recap this one and send you on your way.
Jack's Pizza.
For the best pizza you'll ever taste and our world-famous cheese sticks, come to 2 Jack's Pizza on Main Street in Spanish Fork or call us for a quick delivery. Are you hungry yet? MVP Sports is the #1 source for sporting goods in Spanish Fork. Football, soccer, all the fall sports, we've got you covered. Check out our new custom t-shirt builder. Design at home and we'll build it for you. MVP Sports, 72 North Main in Spanish Fork.
I definitely recommend the Driggs team. They're amazing.
Hi, my name is Greg Driggs. I'm the local manager for Prime Mortgage Lending, where our motto is find a path to yes. Stop by our office today on Main Street and let us help you get into your brand new home.
The best time to check your furnace is before it fails, and you can rely on Triple T to do the job right. Our technicians are trained every year so you can sleep better at night, knowing your furnace is safe to operate. Call Triple T at 798-7711 to schedule your tune-up today.
Needed.
Welcome back to Spanish Fork 17. This one is all wrapped up, folks. The Timpanogos Timberwolves beat the Spanish Fork Dons in this one 71-52. Bit of a heartbreaker here for the Dons as they were able to keep it close in the first half. They were only down by 4 heading into the second half, but the Timberwolves really ran away with this one in the second half.
Yeah, they did. And that third quarter was huge. They had 27 points alone in the third quarter for Timpanogos. They were able to capitalize on Spanish Fork's turnovers and really run out of the building here with the victory tonight.
Yeah, it was really an impressive showing by the Timberwolves. A lot of outside shooting, tons of threes for the Timberwolves. The Dons really just didn't have a great answer for the Timberwolves' attack from the three-point line.
Right. They did a good job of getting that early lead, attacking the paint early on, but when it came time for them to catch up with the three ball, it just wasn't there for the Dons tonight.
I guess what can you take away for the Dons for this game? Obviously kind of getting a little blown out here, but I guess what are some of the positives that the Dons can take from this one?
Well, the Dons are 0-3 on the season, which is not the way you want to start, but they played all a 5A classification team so far. They're going to play down at the 4A level, so they're playing up, which is good. That's always good to play some of those tougher opponents, and then also they've gotten the opportunity to get some find out what they're doing well. And the one big improvement I saw from last Wednesday to tonight was the ability for Spanish Fork to hit their free throws, and then also they got off to a lot better start. Now they just need to figure out how to play 32 minutes of basketball, and I think they'll be in good shape when it comes time to play region ball.
Hitting those free throws was absolutely huge, and you want to see the Dons continue to do that. Again, thank you so much for joining us here on Spanish Fork 17. For Chris Hurst and the rest of our crew here, I'm Andrew LaRose, and we will see you again on Spanish Fork 17.